Just like Marvel, everybody, Marvel is pushing their slate. That's what's happening because of this. A lot of stuff's happening. And before we get into it, I just want to talk about this because everything's moving. Captain America 4, A Brave New World. It's only moving a few months from May 3rd, 2024 to July 26th, 2024. Not bad. Thunderbolts, again, been shut down, put back, shut down, going back and forth because of this WGA strike. They're moving a couple months too. They're moving from July 26th to December 20th, about 5 months. Blade's been riddled with problems. I mean, between changing directors, throwing scripts out because they hated the script. It's been a nightmare, but they shut down again too. They're moving 5 months, September 6th, 2024 to February 12th, 2025. Fantastic Four, only moving a few months, February 12th, 2025 to May 2nd, 2025, taking the Avengers Kang Dynasty time. So that's pushing a year. Is going to have to wait another year for Kang Dynasty. You're waiting until May 1st, 2026 for that. And Secret Wars is also pushing a year till May 7th, 2027. So all these projects are moving. And then they're pulling Deadpool up 6 months, which is interesting. So Deadpool is coming out May 3rd now, 2024, as opposed to coming out in October or November it was supposed to be for. So this is the ramifications of a strike, though, everybody. This is what happens. And also, Marvel has other issues we talked about on here. The Jonathan Majors thing is still up in the air. So there's a lot of stuff that maybe, is it the WGA strike or are they actually taking advantage of that? I think it's a combination. It just is. And I think that this is actually helping Marvel in a lot of ways, gives them more time to actually put into this phase and make it the best that it can because they need it. They need it to. I know Sean wants it to be great, right, Sean? How do you feel about these changes? This makes sense, right?
I am all for studios and whatever taking as much time as they need to develop a superior product. And if this is what needs to happen to facilitate, the story being better, the movie looking better, whatever have you, I'm all for it. I definitely think that Marvel caught a break here with the writer's strike, that kind of taking all the news out of the Jonathan Majors story. Again, there's still a lot going on there, but nothing really definitive. I think it's okay to push these things. Bringing up Deadpool makes no sense to me. I'm not sure how that kind of factors into it. I mean, you're
idea.
What Ryan Reynolds is forbidden from improvising during shooting right now because of the writer's strike. I don't know. I don't know why they said, okay, that's a good thing. Let's move up Deadpool, but yeah, I'm all for them.
Do you get a writer's paycheck and an extra credit for improvising? You don't.
Nope.
But you're not allowed to do it during the strike
because it changes the script. If they wind up using it, it legally changes the script. So it's technically, I agree with you 110%. That's ridiculous. You're an actor, not a writer. If you but that's the same to be said. Like, what if you forget your line and don't say one word or you say the instead of they? I don't understand how you could legally pursue that as an issue. How do you know that there was nothing changed even a tiny little bit? You really don't. But you're correct.
Ryan Reynolds transcends all boundaries as well as labels. So I think it's okay, if he wants to do this or if he doesn't want to do it. But, the dude owns a soccer team at this point. Why not? Deadpool owns a soccer team. I don't know. What else is this going to do? Is it going to is Deadpool 3 that they did this so that it could premiere in Wrexham? Maybe. I don't know.
Maybe. There might be some weird logic with that, too. Maybe it'll work out with his press tours or different movie that Ryan Reynolds is doing because, again, Ryan is constantly working, Sabrina, your favorite friend of the show, right? He's always working, so maybe this works out better for his schedule. Maybe he was
I think they're pulling it because they're pushing everything else, and this is kind of, I don't want to use the word standalone, but it was a Sony property, and now it's suddenly a Disney property, and so it's not intertwined as every other thing in Phase 5 of the MCU. So I think that for them to pull this up, they'll still have content to put out, and it's not going to mess up their entangled stories because all of those other movies will mesh together by the time Secret Wars comes out. Is that what it's called? Secret Wars, the last one?
Yeah, Secret Wars.
Yeah. Okay. I get
2027. Woo.
So I just think that Deadpool is easy to shift and to move. There's all of the people in there currently are not commingled, although I do believe that the intent is to commingle them. So I just think it's easier to pull the property up because it is not knitted into their whole plan for Phase 5. That's my personal opinion. And also I love Ryan Reynolds.
I think it just makes sense for them, right, Mike? It just makes sense. It's like you got a WGA strike, like just push it all.
I think Sabrina wants to commingle with Ryan Reynolds.
I would love to commingle with Ryan Reynolds.
Oh boy!
Go Wrexham!
It was a good word. I was really pleased when you used it the one time, and then when you brought it back again and started talking
I used it twice.
I
commingled it twice.